Welcome back. How about we get another check of weather with our Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist, Dan Ciacna. Hey, Dan, how's it looking?
Hey there, Austin. Not too bad. If you like cooler weather, that's what we're going to experience for the next day or so.
Big fan of that.
You all got a big fan of the cooler weather? All right, well, you're going to be happy tomorrow, I think, for most locations.
Glad
Here's a
to
live
hear.
look from Domenico's on the wharf tonight. Lots of lights on those boats. Makes a pretty view as you head into the late evening hours, or the early evening hours, or perhaps the morning hours. Anytime it's dark, the lights are pretty nice. We do have some low clouds out there tonight, more so than last night. Last night, during our, well, let's just go back to yesterday at about 4 or 5 o'clock, and I was like, oh, these clouds are already thickening up. They'll be thick and full around the bay by late this evening. That was last night. It didn't happen. Tonight, though, different story. Yes, we have those low clouds. They have filled in around the bay, pushing up past almost up to Gonzales now in the Salinas Valley. 10 miles of visibility, though, so it's a little bit higher, those clouds, not quite as foggy as it was last night. As for the temperatures, we're in the upper 50s to low 60s around the bay and really into most of our inland areas as well. And those temperatures will kind of hold overnight with the clouds acting as a bit of a blanket for us. So most of us are going to wake up to upper 50s as we walk out the door on our Wednesday morning, which is maybe just a touch warm for this time of year. The overall weather pattern, pretty quiet actually. There is weak troughing on the west coast. No big, strong ridge of high pressure here nearby anyway. So this troughing is going to kind of hang around for the next couple of days. We see that in the dip in the lines here. So we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and then the ridge begins to build back from the east. It will strengthen and push across California as we head into Saturday and Sunday. These lines kind of moving up a little bit, and we'll see that as we head into the weekend, temperatures are going to warm up. So tomorrow's temperatures still a little on the cool side. In fact, some areas will have their coolest day of the week. That little low pressure I showed you offshore just a little while ago, it's forcing the winds out of the southwest tomorrow afternoon, which means cool conditions for Santa Cruz. So let's look at Futurecast and talk about how that is going to play out as we head into tomorrow. So we're going to wake up to widespread low clouds, patchy fog possible, drizzle also possible on the east shore of the bay, and then into the day tomorrow we might even get some drizzle on the north side of the bay. Look at these southwesterly winds kicking in. Now keep in mind, I've stretched our map a little bit so that it's not really pointed to the north, it's pointed to the northeast, just to get more of the viewing area in there so you can see it better. So really these winds that look like they're almost southerly are more like southwesterly coming into Santa Cruz tomorrow. So what that's going to do is push low clouds and maybe some drizzle onto the north side of the bay, maybe even to the Santa Cruz Mountains at times tomorrow, and such that it will be a cooler day across most of Santa Cruz County. South side of the bay, you get those southwesterly winds and you warm up a bit in Monterey tomorrow. So Santa Cruz cooling down, Watsonville cooling down, the mountains cooling down, Monterey warming up a touch, the rest of us kind of staying the same, and that's how we're going to play out our Wednesday. Here are those temperatures. Only 60s in the Santa Cruz Mountains, places like Boulder Creek and Ben Lomond dropping maybe 15 degrees from today. We're in the 80s in those places today. 67 in Santa Cruz, mid 60s in Capitola, east shore of the bay, all in the 60s. Salinas getting to 70, 78 in Hollister, 80s in the Santa Clara Valley. Monterey, not too bad tomorrow, warming up to 70 with that southwesterly wind. You were only like 68 today, so a little bit warmer. But then off to Pebble Beach will be cooler at 65, and Seaside will be close to 70 as well. Down south, a little cool in Big Sur tomorrow, but 70s in the near coastal valleys elsewhere, 80s in the higher valleys. Our hot spot tomorrow likely to be found at the Pinnacles. As we look at that 7-day forecast for coastal areas, temperatures will slowly head upward for the next couple of days as the ridge builds in. And then Saturday looking pretty warm. Models have really upped our Saturday temperatures. I went along with that. I like it. Light winds to start the day and the ridge kind of centering over us, and it could get us into the upper 70s on average before the breeze kicks in the afternoon, which will kick in eventually. Temperatures kind of level off, maybe even cool off a bit through the rest of the weekend. And then inland areas also kind of peaking on Saturday under mostly sunny skies, highs back above normal by 5, almost 10 degrees as we head into the weekend. So enjoy the cooler weather tomorrow. It's going to warm up by the weekend.
Certainly looking forward to that cooler weather. Thank you so much.